Hi, I'm Bethany and this is my A2 Advanced Portfolio Media Evaluation. The products I have created for my regional magazine develop and challenge the codes and conventions of real media products. I developed on the codes and conventions of real media products as I have ensured that I have created a regional magazine, website and billboard that fits in well with media language, representation expectations stemming from the regional location I am focusing on, which is Cornwall. To find out what media expectations my target audience may have for a Cornish regional magazine, I continuously was researching magazines from this region such as Cornwall Today and Cornwall Living during this project. This gave me convention ideas on house styles, typography, colour palettes and articles that would work to represent the region and my target audience. However, as I wanted to appeal to a most younger audience demographic than Cornwall Living and Cornwall Today, I also researched other magazines. These included Paper Magazine and Surfer Magazine that would fit in with the hipster aspect of the magazine I wanted to create to attract affluent young adults with an interest in lifestyle and the coast. This research influenced some of my house style choices that breaks traditional regional magazine conventions like the layout, lexis and typography styles of magazines and websites. I have consistent design throughout my products. The design is very much simplistic but has a hipster approach, which works well with not only my target audience but also the content I have provided within the products, and by doing this I have ensured that my products follow the codes and conventions of real media products. By creating a consistent style throughout my products, such as colour palettes, style of photography and typography, I have successfully created a professional brand image, which is what you get with other real media products. Products such as Cornwall Today follow the same type of theme as they have a consistent design throughout their products as well. You can immediately tell that the website relates to the magazine, and I believe I have also managed to do this with my products. I did this by following the photography style throughout. Some images could be easily identified as being from the same person and in similar shoots. I also did this by following a consistent colour palette, by following the coastal colour scheme of greys, sandy yellows and blues. I have not only complied with the Cornish region, my magazine I am basing off, but also fitting in well with the hipster side of things by keeping a simplistic colour palette that complements each other and makes a nice professional image which you will see off other magazines such as Paper and Cornwall Today. Arguably, my use of imagery follows both regional magazine and hipster magazine conventions. I have featured high-quality images of the coastal regions and local businesses, historical locations across my magazine, website and billboard. This fits in with similar media products similar to mine, for example Cornwall Today and Paper Magazine, as the images featured throughout these products are of a high quality and are specifically catered to the genre of magazine. It is crucial that I provided high quality images but also a house style that fitted this, so I followed the codes and conventions of real media products. On my front cover, I have used a long shot of a beach at sunset. This follows regional magazines in terms of the location, but also follows colour conventions you'd expect from products pitched at young hipster adults, as the black, brown, yellow, orange and blue that comes from the sunset beach fits hipster colour palettes. These colours connotate trouble and fun, which represents my young audience fitting by Oscarby's theory that young people want to be reckless and carefree. The beach mise-en-scène also connotes that as the beach is associated with natural freedom and carefree summer days. On my content and billboard, the main images follow the beach theme that fits with the location of Cornwall. On my content, I have included a low-angle, medium, long shot of a male surfer on a wave. This follows the codes and conventions of magazines like Wavelength and sometimes Cornwall Today, who sometimes aim at a younger audience with a surf shot. This image represents males who like the danger and excitement of extreme sports, fitting Hall's 1904 theory that youths look for excitement in extreme activities. My content page also features other high quality images of eating out food options, the hipster barber, a beach scene and me in the role as an editor. This fits in with the expected conventions and represents other interests and expectations of the country the target audience may have. My billboard image follows traditional regional conventions because it is an extreme long shot I took of the coast, but I have broken the conventions by breaking the image creatively through making my cover feature part of the image to connotate the brand and the coast immediately identifying with each other. By doing this, I have given my products a professional creative edge and a professional image that can be immediately identified and associated with the coast that represents the interests of my target audience. This fits Hitchenson's regional representation identity theory because it links with the coastal images to Cornwall satisfying the reader's expectations of the country. My double-page spread is least like the traditional Cornish region out of my products because I've been very creative with the text and imagery. Though using Illustrator and InDesign, I have shown the main image through the word life, connotating the magazine is for people living the hipster life. My colour palette also looks a bit darker for regional magazines as I was going for a retro finish, but because the black and white are the Cornish colours, it does not completely break Hitchenson's theory because the flag is part of the shared Cornish identity and readers will recognise it. My articles on my website and the Hipster Barber article on my double-page spread products do also challenge forms and conventions of real media products as I have used modern language, similar to articles you may read in paper or ID, in order to create a regional magazine that would appeal to a younger audience who want to be entertained and informed by stories that are relevant to them. This fits Bulmer and Katz's uses of gratification theory in other ways, as well because the magazine covers events that they want to attend and gives them something to talk about. In conclusion, I think my magazine, billboard and website have a unique creative style because I chose to incorporate characteristics from both paper and Cornwall Today to achieve a Cornish regional magazine with a young hipster style. Also, when viewed together, my final products obviously have a corporate image that makes them stand out in all of my products while also creating a brand image through similar media language features. I think together, the combination of my main product and auxiliary tasks is effective as I have ensured I have used the right media language for a laid-back, trendy hipster-inspired brand that my target audience will immediately feel represented by. The first things you notice when viewing all my products side by side is the colour palette is similar across the magazine, billboard and website. I have ensured this by having the same colour palette that relates to the Cornish location I am basing off on each product. To achieve the same colour palette, I used Photoshop, InDesign, Illustrator and Colour Pick to palette off two main coastal images, Surfer and the sunset, then create a slightly more pastel version of the colours to fit the hipster conventions and the laid-back brand image I wanted my products to share and carry. I have also ensured that I have the same logo, which in the case of the company is the masthead Kerno Living in black, surrounded by a partial rectangle and a map of Cornwall in the colour of the Cornish flag. This logo appears throughout my products so they can be immediately identified with being from the same company. By doing this, I have given my products a professional edge and a professional image that can be immediately identified and associated with each other. The logo is effective as it connotates the genre through the lexis as Kerno is Cornish for Cornwall. So really the title is Cornwall Living, connotating that the regional lifestyle magazine is about Cornwall. It is also effective as I have been careful to break down traditional regional magazine conventions you may see on magazines like Cornwall Today and Cornwall Life by using more retro colours, fonts and shapes to attract my younger audience demographic. I have also ensured that all the photography has similar style too, and these are a high quality landscape and lifestyle shots which gives it the same style look of a professional magazine as I have used a professional equipment and been able to take these high quality images and develop on my photography skills. By creating a house style through my image that is consistent throughout my products, it has created a professional style and edge towards my products. This is because they're easily identifiable and can be associated with each other, which you would see typically with similar products to mine such as Paper Magazine and Cornwall Today. Furthermore, the products have all got the same types of fonts, colour palettes and even images that can be identified as being similar. It is crucial that my main products have the same style throughout, not only to keep it professional, but also to relate to my target audience wants, and also relating to the area which I am focusing on, which is Cornwall. Therefore, I have done this by using my coastal colour palette throughout my products with text of blues, sandy yellows and greys. I've also done this specifically, making my articles all about the coastal region of Cornwall and bringing this through all my products. Overall, I have successfully combined all my products together to make one corporate and professional image that stands out by including all the different factors and doing thorough research which has made it this successful.